Hi, it's Lindsay Keeley with PAWsitive Choices. You're probably wondering why I'm holding an old banana peel. Good question. I'm holding this because in this video, we're going to talk about how you can draw a picture of yourself being responsible. And a great way to be responsible is to throw away old trash that you find at school and at your house. So let's get started. Being responsible is so important for your brain and also for the learning of others in your classroom. So, I want to show you how to do the gestures with your body to show be responsible. I invite you to take two hands out like this, tilted downward. You're going to say be, and now say responsible and put those hands to your shoulder. Ready? I'll go first. My turn. Be responsible. Now it's your turn. Ready? Be responsible. Yes. So when we say be responsible, it's just like you're picking up some trash off the ground and you're throwing it in the trash can. So, what does it mean to be responsible? Well, being responsible means to do things that you need to help yourself and others. And this is an example of Mouse being responsible when she cleaned up her trash after lunch. So it is time for you to grab your pencil because we're going to draw a picture of being responsible. Let's practice. All right, so here's the goal setting form. I'm going to write my name and I'm going to write the date. Now, we already talked about our positive choice as being be responsible. There's Mouse. You can see she has her trash. She's throwing it away. And now we're going to draw a picture of what will it look and sound like for you to be responsible. Now, I've talked to some teachers and they said they find all kinds of things. They find food. They find trash. They find crumpled up paper in their students' desks. And number one, old food can get stinky. And number two, we want to have a clean desk. That way, your brain is able to learn and have all of your materials that you need quickly. So, for your goal, for this example, we're going to put my goal is to clean my desk. Now, we're going to draw a picture of a desk. So, a desk is like a rectangle. I'm going to draw it going to the side. Now, I'm going to draw a picture of a desk that looks like this. So this is the inside. This is the top. So I'm going to write top. Here are the legs to the desk. I'm going to write inside. That's the inside. This is the top, and this is under the desk. We want to make sure that it's totally clean on the top, that there aren't any, that we don't have any crumpled up papers or trash or anything there. We want it totally clean. The inside, maybe that has like your pencils. Maybe it has your books or your paper that you use. You might have all different kinds of things. Maybe you have markers or whatever your teacher lets you have in your desk. So this is a picture of the things that you should have inside. And on the bottom, should there be anything underneath your desk? More than likely, there shouldn't be anything underneath your desk unless you have something special in your classroom. This is an example of having nothing underneath there because a lot of times teachers want it to be clean underneath your desk. So our goal again, be responsible, have a clean desk. Ooh, I am going to put a period. My goal is to clean my desk. Good. Now this says to help me meet my goal. Or number two, it says make a plan. What can help you meet your goal? Now, sometimes this has happened to me when I was a teacher. I would have a student, I had a student like this. She raised her hand, and I said, yes, Sierra, thank you for raising your hand. And she said, Mrs. Keeley, should I keep this paper? And that was such a good question. So she didn't know if I wanted her to keep this paper, because if I didn't want her to keep it, she could have put it in her backpack. Maybe it was trash that she found on the ground. So I could have said, oh, you can recycle that. But it was a paper where I said, yes, this is actually something we're going to use tomorrow. So thank you for asking, Sierra. You can put that right back in your desk. So what's something that you can do to help you meet your goal is to ask, do I need this in my desk? Because sometimes you might not know the answer. All right, so let's draw a picture of what that would look like. I'm going to draw the teacher. Here she is. It's my mom. I'm going to put Mrs. Brown. She is a second grade teacher. She is amazing. Here's her hair. Here's her lovely smile. And now here's the picture of a student that is standing next to his desk. And he's raising a hand. And he's saying, do I need this? Question mark. I'm going to put that in a speech bubble. Do I need this? And here he is in his other hand holding a piece of paper. And he's asking, is this something I need to keep? And then Mrs. Brown or the teacher could say, yes, hang on to that. Or the teacher could say, you can throw that in the trash can. Maybe this would be the trash. So those are a couple things you can do. You have a kind of a clean desk. You can ask your teacher or think about what goes in the trash. What things do you save for later, for the next day? And what are other things that should be in your desk that are responsible things to have? Maybe it's markers, maybe it's a dry erase marker. So I hope that this week, as you are in your classroom, as you're learning, you will take the time to be responsible, to clean out your desk on the top, inside, and underneath. And that if you ever have a question about what you should keep or recycle, that you will ask your teacher. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we learn how to draw something new. Bye.